Hey guys, this is Dylan from Jingo Inc. and I'm not making this video to be a troll and get people mad, and I'm not personally attacking you for carrying any kind of certain gun. If you want to do that, then that's you. Perfect. Mazel tov. I hope you have a good life. But I just kind of wanted to make a video for information, for educational purposes on why carry a 380. I really don't recommend it. It's not a gun that I would, it's not a caliber that I personally would recommend or Jingo Inc. would recommend. So let's go ahead and dig deep and to get out of the opinionated stuff, and let's kind of dig deep as to why I don't recommend a 380. Number one is availability of the ammunition. I could go to a gun store, a bigger gun store, a reputable gun store, or I could go online to a bulk gun ammunition store, and I can buy hundreds, if not thousands of rounds of the more serviceable rounds, so 9mm, 40, 45, etc., and find bulk 400 bricks, 1,000 bricks, stuff like that, or just hundreds of rounds. To where 380, I might be able to find 200 to 400 kind of counts if I go online, but I'm not going to be finding bulk ammunition when it comes to 380. They're going to be in 50 boxes of 50 or boxes of 100 typically, maybe 200 if you're lucky. But the availability of ammunition is a lot less than its more serviceable counterparts. Number two is cost. Now, this is the biggest thing that I don't really understand is, why are you carrying a 380 and why are you practicing with a 380 if the ammunition costs just as much as 45 caliber? That's what I don't really understand, and that's what just kind of baffles me the most out of all of these cons here. 380 is 10 to 20 cents more expensive than 9mm. Okay, 9mm is a very comparable round. It's just made by a lot more companies, and it's made a lot more in mass, so you can get it for a lot cheaper. Okay, the cost of 380 is absolutely horrible because it's not used in any agency. 3, the lack of effectiveness. Now, I completely understand. I don't want to get shot with a 380. A 380 will kill someone, okay? And I most certainly don't want to meet anyone that doesn't want to get shot with a 380. However, when it comes to its more affordable, more available counterparts, it is ballistically inferior compared to a 9mm, 40, 45, etc. It just is, okay? There's no question about that. It's less superior, okay? So it's not as effective. Number 4, 9mm guns are just as small nowadays. Back in the day, that used to be a redeeming value of having a 380 is because of how compact they were. And I get it, people have all kinds of different walks of life, different jobs, different requirements for carry. I completely understand you need a small gun if you need a small gun. I get that. But over the last 4 or 5 years, 9mm guns have shrunk down to that exact size. You can't really find a 380 that's not any more smaller than a typical 9mm of comparable kind of quality there. 9mm guns have really made a lot of strides with modern technology to get those guns extremely small, but yet keep a same amount of capacity as a 380 because, again, they're pretty much the same round when it comes to their size. They're not that much smaller, 380s are. So you can get the same capacity, you can get a gun of very comparable size, and it's more effective of a round, it costs less, and the ammunition is far, far more available, okay? And number 5, which can be a redeeming value of 380 still, is the felt recoil. Now, felt recoil, that punch in your hand each time you take a shot, 380 is going to be absolutely just microscopically, pointlessly smaller of a recoil than a 9mm. And notice I put a lot of emphasis on the microscopic. The amount of felt recoil on a 380 most certainly is going to be a little less. That's just the science of it. But because of how less the difference between those two recoils are so small, is it worth losing out on the effectiveness, the cost, the affordability, and the availability of a 9mm, for instance? Personally, I would say no, because I can get a gun of very, very small stature if I need to. I can get a gun that's ballistically superior to a 380 at a more affordable cost, and it's a lot more available, so I could train with that gun a lot more, not break the bank. I don't think that felt recoil that I may not even be able to differentiate in my hand is worth it. I don't think that's worth it. So it might be for you, fair enough, that's completely fine. If you like this video, please share, comment, subscribe. If you don't like that video, I apologize. Just kind of brush it off. It's not a big deal. We do training all the time. If you want to register for any training, go to jingoinc.com. We have pistol, rifle, shotgun, trauma classes, you name it, we got it. That's pretty much it, guys. My name's Dylan from Jingo Inc., and always remember, a society is only as good as their amount of lethality under voluntary control. See ya.